You want some butter?
You didn't even see it.
Cute.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
Thank you for this food. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Ask not get
Can we get
Calma, não tem pressa, tudo vai se resolver. Quando eu vi no aeroporto, no seu rosto o desgosto. Será que é pra mim? Não vou me precipitar. Paciência é uma ciência, o tempo vou descobrir.
Actually, maybe.
Todos again.
Take a nap. Working woman. Why is it blue? Are you putting them yet? 네.